announce that or do something?
Usually the president does, but you don't have to.
Just because he's in the audience?
Yeah. I think he has to have it.
Welcome to the March 3rd meeting of council. Good evening, everybody. I've got one question. We have a lot of people here. I had 0 forms for people who wanted to speak today, so if somebody was planning on speaking, you need to get a form up to me. Okay, very good. Roll call. Call to order.
Ms. Coleman?
Present.
Mr. Cullen?
Here.
Mr. DeArmond?
Here.
Mr. DeLong?
Here.
Ms. Kensinger?
Here.
Mr. Needles?
Here.
Mr. Phillips?
Here.
Mr. Preston?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
And Mr. Wagner?
Here.
All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The next order of business is the minutes from the prior council meeting. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes? You have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the minutes
Yes,
as written.
Coleman. Ms. Coleman, and a second, Mr. Wagner. All those in favor of approving the minutes from the February 17th meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Minutes are accepted. Add-ons, removals from the agenda, we actually have them listed on our sheet here, but we still tend to approve those changes that were raised. Mr. DeArmond?
So we're removing ordinance number 2026-010, Heartland Forward, and we're replacing ordinance 2026-015 as amended. It's on the native prairie legislation. And I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Second. Mr. Preston? All those in favor of the revisions, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, we have a revised agenda. Proclamations. Mayor Murin.
If everyone can just make sure your microphones are turned back off so we don't get feedback. Thank you. Whereas the Hancock County Board of Developmental Disabilities was established in October 1952, and whereas the mission and purpose of Ohio's county boards of developmental disabilities remain as strong as ever, with county boards continuing to provide vital supports and resources to Ohioans with developmental disabilities and their families. And whereas the more than 900 people with developmental disabilities supported each year by the Hancock County Board of Developmental Disabilities, their families, friends, neighbors, and coworkers encourage everyone to focus on the abilities of all people. And whereas the most effective way to increase this awareness is through everyone's active participation in community activities and the openness to learn and acknowledge each individual's contribution. And whereas policies must be developed, attitudes shaped, and opportunities offered that allow people with developmental disabilities to live as independently and productively as possible in our community. And whereas all citizens are encouraged to foster and support such opportunities that include full access to education, housing, employment, and recreational activities. Now, therefore, I, Christina M. Murn, Mayor of the City of Findlay, Ohio, do hereby proclaim March 2026 as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in Findlay, Ohio, and offer full support to efforts that assist people with disabilities to make choices that enable them to live successful lives and realize their potential. I further encourage all citizens to join in this celebration by spreading awareness of the many contributions offered by people with developmental disabilities to our community. This evening, we have Molly that will be coming up to accept the proclamation and Nadine Weininger. And I just want to point out there's going to be a lot of community events over the next month. I do appreciate Nadine has realized I do not play basketball, so she stopped asking me to play in the celebrity game. But if you haven't been out to that, That's a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of the great work going on at Blanchard Valley Center and all of our different organizations that support individuals with all abilities. So please welcome Molly.
All right, petitions?
A zoning amendment request for 12100 County Road 99, known as Sheets Number 873, on behalf of CSP Investments to change the zoning to C2 general, or to zone it as C2 general commercial.
Questions or comments? Request to be filed. Public communications.
An email from Ken Silvers regarding Mayor Heartland and council.
Comments. Letter to be filed.
An email from Mark Thomas regarding Heartland Foundation.
Comments. Letter to be filed.
And an email from Patty Klein regarding opposition to ordinance number 2026-10.
Heather? I'm sorry, Ms. Kensinger.
Sorry, Dave. Was I supposed to refer our planning and zoning to the planning and zoning committee? I
Right.
missed it.
Hmm?
Was I supposed to refer the planning and zoning, the petition to planning and zoning committee?
Oh, yes, on the zoning, you're right. I did not, I should have clarified that.
Okay.
Back on the zoning amendment request, it was read, the request is to be filed, but it is being referred to the City Planning Commission and the Planning Zoning Committee in their meetings on March 12th. Thank you, Ms. Kensinger. Utility contractors, communications, none. Reports of municipal officers and municipal departments.
A letter from Police Chief Matthias regarding recycling check for Findlay Police Department used ammunition brass.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
Traffic Commission minutes for February 17th, 2026.
Questions or comments? Minutes to be filed.
Letter from Director of Law Feigner regarding passage of ordinances.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
Letter from City Engineer Kalb regarding Washington Avenue Storm Sewer Upgrade Phase 2, project number 35552900.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
Letter from City Engineer Kalb regarding South Main Street Sanitary Sewer, project number 35651300.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
Letter from City Auditor Stashak regarding Executime Timekeeping System.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
A letter from Mayor Mern regarding Heartland Forward.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
Letter from Mayor Mern regarding salaried employees timekeeping.
Questions or comments? Letter to be filed.
And Findlay Fire Department activities report for January 2026.
Questions or comments? Report to be filed. Committee reports.
Committee of the Whole meeting was held on Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 for a virtual presentation and discussion with Heartland Forward regarding Center for Investment Readiness.
Have a motion to approve the committee report. Mr. Preston. Ms. Kensinger, second. All those in favor of the committee report, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The report's approved. City sidewalk.
The Street Sidewalks and Parking Committee met on February 25th, 2026 to discuss restricted access of South Corey Street between Crawford and Main Cross Streets and revision of proposed taxicab ordinance. We recommend 1, Law Director Feigner prepare language for City Council for Plan B conceptual drawing regarding Corey Street and USPS Alley. Councilman Wagner made the motion with Councilwoman Smith seconding it. And number 2, Law Director Feigner put taxi board language back in with Mayor Chief back in with mayor, chief of police, and service safety director, with council approving the fee schedule, removing 761.06 and any language that gives unilateral decision to service safety director. Councilwoman Smith made the motion with Councilman Wagner seconding it.
Right. Mr. DeArmond,
Move to approve the committee report.
second. Mr. Preston, all those in favor of the committee report, say aye. Up, Mayor Murin.
I would just, Councilman Wagner, since your vote was not recorded on the report, can you please just state for the record your vote? You were documenting, I believe, but did not mark a vote. You did sign it. So on the committee report, would you just like to note before it's adopted what your vote was?
My vote was yay.
Very good.
Sorry about that. Thanks for clarification.
All right. We had a motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the committee report as amended, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Committee report is approved as amended. Legislation.
First reading for Resolution 19, 2026, a resolution adopting the attached rules of procedure for Findlay City Council.
Discussion, Mr. Preston?
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt resolution 019-2026.
You have a second, Mr. Phillips. Any discussion? Yes. Mr. Fott.
Thank you. I just want for clarification and with complete respect to what council's doing here. There's a point where it says administrators can participate in debate or can't participate in debate unless they're called on for questions. This had come up several years ago, and I made the point, and I'll make it tonight to make sure that was your intent. Should you pass this and you guys go to pass a piece of legislation that financially I can't pay for, based on how the rules are written, I don't know how I would make that known without being out of order.
Mr. Preston?
As we discussed when looking at this change to the rules, Mr. Stashak, the rule is intended not to exclude administrative members. It is merely just to give the president more power when allowing people to present according to Robert's Rules of Order. So mere recognition is still allowed and can be had. You can still request to be heard. It is just kind of giving more power back to the president in those circumstances, so it's not mandatory that they speak, only that they still need to be recognized.
Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. We have a motion and a second, so please, those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Ms. Coleman? Aye. Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith? Aye. And Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
All right. Motion carries, and the adopted rules will go into effect. Ordinances.
So we removed 2026-10. Third reading for ordinance number 2026-12.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Mr.
I
Cullen.
have a comment relating to the Heartland situation,
Okay.
if I may. You know, at the karate school and at the university, we never let a teachable moment go by. And this is truly a teachable moment. We need to do things better. We need to be well on board and fully knowledgeable about things that come across our desk in the future. And that will save all kinds of council time. And it also will provide council people with the knowledge and the ability to research so that they're not swayed by gossip or hearsay or misinformation. And then they can make knowledgeable votes and comments based on that. So you know, one other thing, one of the main arguing bits of this was, well, Bowling Green has one of these things. Why don't we just build one? We don't need anybody to do that. And I actually took the time to communicate with the person who built it, and it cost $80,000 to $100,000 in a few years just to build it, not to run it. So if this Heartland was a data situation only and nobody's trying to take over Findlay and we're not doing a pipeline for immigrants, which they definitely were not, according to what I researched, then we might have passed up a really good opportunity for a data center that we could move forward with. You know, cities either move forward or they move backwards, and data is getting more and more important. So I just think next time, you know, we will approach it differently on our end and make sure that we all know what's really going on, so that we can vote. You know, we might vote it out, we might vote it in, but at least we'll know well ahead of time. And plus, it'll save a lot of council time. So that's all I had on that one.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Collin. Next ordinance.
Third reading for ordinance number 2026-12, an ordinance authorizing the law director to petition the Board of County Commissioners for a change in Allen Township lines in order to make them identical with the limits of the city of Findlay as a result of the completed Mardic Investments Incorporated, County Road 99 racetrack, County Road 230-212 Sheets, Hat-Trick, Buchanan annexations approved by city ordinances 2022-128, 2023-102, and 2024-46, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. DeArmond
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-012.
and Ms. Kenzinger has the second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman? Aye.
Motion carries.
Third reading for ordinance number 2026-13, an ordinance authorizing the law director to petition the Board of County Commissioners for a change in Marion Township lines in order to make them identical with the limits of the city of Findlay, as a result of the completed Benner, Lone Tree Drive, Humble Robinson, Hengsteller, Amber Waves Development, Weaver, 6434 County Road 18, and Barfell Hobart Avenue annexations approved by city ordinances 2018-109, 2018-70, 2018-114, 2021-12, 2025-63, and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Coleman,
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-013.
Ms. Smith, second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-13 is approved.
Third reading for ordinance number 2026-14, an ordinance authorizing the law director to petition the Board of County Commissioners for a change in Liberty Township lines in order to make them identical with the limits of the city of Findlay as a result of the completed Coles and Darway annexations and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Preston,
Motion to adopt ordinance 2026-014.
Mr. Phillips, second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
And Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-14 is passed.
Third reading for ordinance number 2026-15 as amended. An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Findlay, Ohio to execute any necessary documents in conjunction with the Toledo Zoo Wild Toledo for the city of Findlay native prairie installation, appropriating and transferring funds thereto, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. DeArmond,
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-015 as amended.
Mr. Wagner, the second. Any discussion? All those in, Mayor Murin.
I was just going to state that, I just wanted to clarify that the reason that we added the appropriations to this language is we've already received the check covering the grant amount, and so we just added it to this to go ahead and move the money into the project. This is not general fund money.
Cool.
Mr. Phillips.
Mayor, I had a specific question about the prairie. Doing the research, it seems like one of the techniques they use to keep it healthy is a controlled burn. every 2 to 5 years. Is the vegetation they're planting, is that going to be necessary for the project as well?
Mayor Murin.
Yes, probably not quite that frequency, but we'll allow it to be established, but that is consistent. We are familiar with doing that in other parts of the city.
Better get a fire permit.
Our fire department knows how to deal with it.
I thought open fires were illegal in the city. Let's see, do we had a motion on that already?
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye if your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
All right, motion carry, ordinance 2026-015 is approved.
Second reading for ordinance number 2026-16, an ordinance appropriating and transferring funds and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Because Jeremy needs this project done quickly and hopefully started, I'd like to suspend the rules and have its third reading.
We have a motion to suspend the rules. Mr. Phillips, second. Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules and giving it second and third reading, say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
And Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. The rules are suspended. We'll give the ordinance its second and third reading and vote on it tonight.
Just third reading.
Third reading, sorry.
Ordinance number 2026-16.
Mr. Preston?
Motion to adopt ordinance 2026-016.
Mr. Cullen, second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
And Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Hey, ordinance 2026-016 is approved.
Second reading for ordinance number 2026-17, an ordinance appropriating and transferring funds and declaring an emergency.
Any discussion? Mr. Wagner?
Same question, Jeremy, does this need to be pushed through, or are you okay with 3 readings?
Go ahead, Mr.
For this one, talked with the contractor, I think we'll be all right with 3 readings.
No other comments? Next ordinance.
Second reading for ordinance number 2026-18, an ordinance appropriating and transferring funds and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Phillips,
I move to suspend the rules of council and give this legislation its final reading.
second. Mr. Preston, all those in favor of suspending the statutory rules and giving it its third reading, please say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
And Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll give the ordinance its third reading and vote.
Ordinance number 2026-18.
Have a motion to Mr. Wagner.
Motion approved, 2026-18.
Second, Mr. Cullen. Any discussion? All those in favor of the ordinance, say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Ms. Coleman?
Aye.
Mr. Cullen?
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond?
Aye.
Mr. DeLong?
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger?
Aye.
Mr. Needles?
Aye.
Mr. Phillips?
Aye.
And Mr. Preston?
Aye.
And the ordinance is approved.
Second reading for ordinance number 2026-22, an ordinance repealing and replacing Chapter 913 of the codified ordinances of the City of Findlay, Ohio, entitled Shade Tree Commission and Tree Regulations to allow for updates and revisions that reflect current standards that strengthen long-term stewardship of the City of Findlay's urban forest, thus repealing all ordinances and/or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith.
Mr. DeArmond.
So 2 weeks ago, I expressed my concern with this, so there's a shade tree meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Generally, I'm in favor of the shade tree ordinance, and we need to have one, and this is an improvement over the old one, so I am in favor of this one, but I'm looking at it still as a work in progress, but I will be supporting this one and renewing my concerns tomorrow. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Right.
First reading for ordinance number 2026-23, an ordinance appropriating funds and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Phillips.
I move to suspend the rules of council and give this piece of legislation its final reading as it's a matter of training for the police department.
Second, Mr. Wagner. Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending our statutory rules and giving it its second and third reading, say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
and Mr. Wagner. Oh, sorry, I got you, Mr. Wagner.
Aye again.
Okay, motion carries. The ordinance get a second and third reading.
Ordinance number 2026-23, ordinance number 2026-23.
Motion, Mr. DeArmond.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-023.
Second, Mr. Phillips. All those in favor say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
and Mr. Wagner.
Aye.
Ordinance number 2026-023 is adopted.
First reading for ordinance number 2026-24, an ordinance establishing the receipting of adult use cannabis funds and declaring an emergency. Well, I was really-
Ms. Kenzinger.
I move that the statutory rules be suspended and it be given its second, third reading so that our accounting knows what to do with this money.
Second, Ms. Coleman. Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules on this ordinance, say aye after your name is called. Opposed, nay.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
and Ms. Coleman.
Aye.
Rules are suspended. The ordinance will have its second and third reading.
Ordinance number 2026-24, ordinance number 2026-24.
You have a motion to approve. Mr. DeArmond.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-024.
Mr. DeLong. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Phillips, second. All those in favor, say aye after your name is called. All opposed, nay.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin.
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-24 is approved.
First reading for ordinance number 2026-25, an ordinance appropriating and transferring funds and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Cullen,
Is this, Jeremy, is this a thing that we need to get to right away?
go ahead, Mr. Gill.
You know, I don't know if they're going to be starting soon. The biggest thing that's going to help with is getting material, catch basins, manholes, and all that kind of stuff ordered. That could take a couple weeks. What this will is just help move up contracts and all that. So when the ground's ready and they are ready, then we can proceed forwards. If you pass it tonight, it's going to help move that up. If you wait second or third, it's just going to prolong those times. So I will let that up to you guys.
Since that's the case, I vote we suspend the second and third reading because we need our sewer work done. This is not a joking matter, especially time is money, and the sooner we can get it done, the cheaper everything's going to be. So,
Okay, so
I vote that we
Mr.
do
Cullen,
that.
you didn't vote, you made a motion.
My motion is my vote. You'll see in a minute.
Mr. Diarma.
Anyhow, I make a motion that we suspend the rules. And
Second, Mr. Diarma. All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye. After your name is called, opposed, nay.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles.
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
aye.
and Mr. DeArmond.
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll give ordinance 2026-025 its second and third reading.
Ordinance number 2026-25, ordinance number 2026-25.
We have a motion to approve. Ms. Kenzinger, second. Mr. Phillips. All those in favor say aye. After your name is called, opposed, nay.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
Mr. Needles.
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong.
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-025 is approved.
First reading for ordinance number 2026-26, an ordinance appropriating funds and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Kenzinger,
I just want to say again, thank you, Jeremy, for giving us a rundown of your projects. It's very helpful, engineer. So we know what's going on and the timeline of them. It's super helpful for us in deciding what needs to come first and second. So we appreciate that. And knowing that this one needs done and it's a small project just to finish up what you started last fall, I vote that we suspend the rules and give it its second, third reading.
all right, a second by Mr. Phillips. All those in favor of suspending statutory rules and giving it its second and third reading, say aye. After your name is called, opposed, nay.
Mr. Needles,
Aye.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
and Ms. Kenzinger.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Second, gets its second and third reading.
Ordinance number 2026-26, ordinance number 2026-26.
Motion to approve. Mr. Phillips, second. Ms. Kenzinger. All those in favor, say aye. After your name is called, opposed, nay.
Mr. Phillips,
Aye.
Mr. Preston,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Collin,
Aye.
Mr. DeArmond,
Aye.
Mr. DeLong,
Aye.
Ms. Kenzinger,
Aye.
and Mr. Needles.
Aye.
All right, the ordinance number 2026-026 is approved. I have a question. Mr. Finer's not here, but Marshall, do ordinances have to go through a roll call vote? I mean, we've just had all of these as unanimous. Okay, thank you. All right, unfinished business. New business, Mr. DeArmond.
So I would like to go back to this whole issue between the auditor and the mayor's office over this time card reading. So I read through all this information and it was very confusing and it took me a while to figure it out. And it didn't really start making sense until I actually read the letter of the law. You start reading the Ohio Revised Code, and like in Ohio Revised Code 705.09, the auditor clearly has authority to implement these time cards. He is, keeping accounts for all other departments. So, and then you read the Ohio Revised Code about public service. So Rob Martin wears two hats, public service and public safety, and the laws are a little different for each one. So let's start with public service, which is like streets, sidewalks, water, sewer. So Rob Martin, in that case, as the director, he has full regulatory authority to administrate however he sees fit. So now you have two entities with full authority, right? Now let's go to public service for a second, which is fire and police. And in that case, it talks about the director of public service has all powers of government except otherwise provided by law. And in that case, the other laws are the unions, right? So unions have standing in this argument, right? So it's a little different, but in the public safety side, the unions have standing and they have a place at the table. So how do you resolve that, right? So I mean, that's not a mistake in the law. I mean, I think our laws were written that way, and it's all about checks and balances, right? I mean, that's what we're all here for, checks and balances over our government, right? And so that requires the auditor and the administration to get in the same sandbox and figure it out, right? And so here we are 5 years later, they can't figure it out. It comes to city council, which is honestly kind of pathetic, I think. But here we are. So I think about time, punching a time card, As an example, I'm going to start with Ginger Sampson. So Ginger is our deputy auditor. So she's got an accounting degree. She's a certified public accountant, right? That's a very difficult credential. It's the highest credentialing you can get in her business. And she's been with the city for 30 years. She's done a remarkable job, has a stack of awards. And at the end of her career, we're going to make her start punching a time clock. I mean, to me, that is just such a slap in the face. I mean, to me, it's terrible. That is like, it feels like a demotion to an employee. And I don't think that's the culture we're trying to establish within the city. We want our employees to be energized and not, Additionally, the inefficiencies this time card keeping has built into the system is there were a few examples. I mean, we have guys running backhoes all over the city, excavating water, sewer, digging up streets, and they're required to go back and punch in and out for lunch, And the last thing we need to be doing is leaving excavations open. Now, I know we probably don't do that, but you have to accommodate that. I mean, and just the safety issue with having unguarded open excavations in the city, So I'm sure they have to tag team that, and half goes or half doesn't, and I don't know. There's so many inefficiencies with that. Additionally,
watch your time, Mr. DeArmond.
All right.
I mean, you can continue, but wrap up your.
Well, I just want to
thoughts.
talk about engineers, inspectors, and other professionals leaving from their home first thing in the morning. They often go to the project sites, go to meetings, but now they have to go to the office, click their time card in, and then go to their meetings and go to their project sites. It's just very inefficient. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Ms. Kensinger?
So I would have a couple of questions about it. I feel the same way Dan does, that it had to get to this point where three distinct and important pieces of our city government couldn't sit in the same room long enough to figure it out. I think that needs to be the direction it goes. I think it needs to figure it out. I do have a question on implementation, and maybe Stacey, you could answer it for me. I had an instance when we left a meeting the other night in this building, and as I was exiting the building at night, the officer was gone for the evening, but the door had not been locked to the building. It had been left open. And so I called Service Safety Director Martin. I let him know. So at that point in time, now he's on the clock again. He was at home. So he had to call the police officers. He had to get someone over here to lock it. So at that point in time, under these rules, would he have had to not do that and come and clock in and then call and lock the door? Should we have left it open that entire time? The practicality of it, I was confused. How would that function in the day-to-day avenue of his job?
Okay. Mr. Preston?
I know Mr. Stashak probably has some things to say on this, but I think
I'll give him the opportunity.
Before we get too far into it, I do, from my understanding of the system for you all with operational, they can clock in and out from their phones, I believe, and he can clarify on that. But to me, that's not a very inefficient thing when we're all on our phones anyway. But this being a matter of financial stability, and I think we do need to do some more research and maybe get some more information on it to help this conversation move forward. So at this time, I would like to make a motion that we move this matter to the Finance Committee for further review, to come back to council with some recommendations after some more information could be had. So I would make a motion to move this to Finance Committee on the next scheduled Finance Committee date, which will be determined very soon.
Ms. Coleman?
I will second that motion.
All right, we have a motion to shift this to the Finance Committee. Motion seconded. I was going to give, since there were questions, and Mr. Stasiak and Mayor Muir, and I did not give them an opportunity to speak. I would like, there's several letters put in at different time frames, all thrown into our package today. So I'd like to take the opportunity to give Mr. Stasiak 3 minutes to just kind of summarize his position on this before and I'll give the mayor the same 3 minutes to summarize the city's position before we vote on whether to take this to committee or not. So Mr. Stasiak.
Thank you, and I'll do my best because this issue's become incredibly overcomplicated, and the information in the packet in rebuttal to the letter actually misses the point. And Mr. DeArmond, you have made a couple statements that were completely wrong with respect. Deputy Auditor Sampson brought this to me because she's been accurately filling out her time card for 30 years. And she uses the system and is thrilled to death to use it, as which most of the employees, except for Mr. Martin and his instructions to our HR director not to use it. This is the first we've had any indication that people had any significant issue with this. To the point, though, the problem I have is separate from what you guys have talked about so far. It's very simple. Mr. Martin has told me he's not filling out his time card correctly. Mr. Martin, although he receives a salary, is overtime exempt. But he accrues sick and vacation based on his actual hours worked. To boot, he would be eligible for a workers' comp payment if something would happen where he would be injured. The only way we have, since he's told me he doesn't fill his time card out correctly, to monitor that is to have him swipe his card in, whether he uses a system, punches in on his phone or anything else, irregardless of any objection or concern he has with doing that. I am requiring now, and have in working with the prior council for a significant amount of time at the objections of the administration, come to an agreement with that prior council that this was a good system, and they funded it so we could move forward. And it made sense because we're saving hundreds of man hours of work or hours of work here in doing this. The issue is simple. For me to comply with audit now and my fiduciary responsibility, since I'm personally liable, if I make a payment that is incorrect and found to be incorrect by the auditors, they will reach into my bond, take the money from me without asking me. It will just disappear. So they say I have to use due diligence. And my due diligence is this. If this council says that he should use the system and he uses it, I am satisfied. If this council says he should be accepted or exempt, in the sense that he doesn't accrue vacation, he doesn't accrue sick time, and he doesn't accrue overtime, then that's fine. Your only people in that situation are us elected officials and the assistant prosecutors. So none of them turn in a time card. It's not necessary. They receive the same pay in each of the 26 pay periods, and it's very simple. And it seems to be what he's arguing for, except for the fact that he has $8,000 worth of vacation payout sitting there, and he would continue to accrue that if he continues to do this. If you will not decide as a council, because the law director did not opine, you are my only authority that allows me to make the payment.
3 minutes is up.
May I finish one half a sentence? Yep.
Okay.
You either have him use it,
Your 3 minutes is up.
have him do that.
Your 3 minutes is up.
Yep. May I say one last half a sentence?
Okay, go ahead.
The only other alternative for me to be within the law of my priority is for me to bring you each of his hand-filled time cards, and you guys will have to approve them, much like we do the things that there's no PO issued for, and that covers me with the law. I can't pay him anymore because of the way he's done it.
Mr. DeArmond.
I don't have an issue with doing time cards. I mean, I've done them for 38 years every week, my entire professional life. The issue is clocking in and out on a time, like you're in a factory job. That's my issue. There's no issue with doing time cards. I mean, you got to allocate your time to whatever your activities are, project numbers, stuff like that. That's not the issue. It's punching a clock.
I said I would give the mayor an opportunity to speak. I'd rather complete that before you have any further discussion. Go ahead, Mayor Murin.
Thank you. So first and foremost, I also apologize that it came to this point. It is embarrassing that we are not able to work through these issues, and I want to make it very clear a couple of things. First of all, Service Safety Director Martin and Human Resources Director Hazlett both stopped using their system or did not use the system, unfortunately, to be able to get the attention to have this conversation, because I can tell you that there is widespread issues across all of our departments, as evidenced not just by the grievances that have been filed and threatened by our unions because of its inability to meet their needs, which is over half of our employee base, but also the operational challenges and inability to include the management of the city of Findlay in determining this operation. So I know it's much more complex, but I just want to document a couple of things that were stated in my letter. One, I am not opposed to the system at all. I completely agree it is beneficial. We need to be in the 21st century, and this can help meet a need. It has a lot of functionality beyond how it is currently being used, and the administration would have liked to have been able to go through that process and understand its capabilities, and then determine, based off of each department's unique operations, how to best utilize it for them. For example, it's our understanding that spreadsheets can be uploaded that show the different departmental schedules. Right now, we have some of our departments that their time spent on completing payroll, adding it, is taking 3 times what it previously took. That is time that is wasted by our employees, and that is taxpayer dollars wasted. The second thing is that the operational challenges on people coming, out in the field that are now spending time securing a site, going back, etc. With Mr. Martin, he can submit his times to a crew and do all of that, but he is literally on the clock all the time. It is not unusual for us to be exchanging calls at 1 a.m. when there's an emergency situation going on. I understand the premise of, we can clock in and out on our phone. That's a whole other issue, and I don't want him wasting his time trying to clock in and clock out when we're dealing with an emergency situation. Similarly, there's significant privacy concerns given that the auditor's office can track where people are located. That's a whole other compliance issue that we won't get into. So I think what we need to find is, one, the administration has the management authority with departmental operations. The auditor's office has responsibility for processing the information that we have validated and worked in keeping our employees' payroll, right? When did you work? Where did you work? Did you meet the expectations of your job and the expectations of your boss? Now we have to report that. If there's an issue with them not meeting their employment requirements, then that's a management decision that we have to. So I understand that, yes, we will address this, and Mr. Martin will submit his hours and all of that. I can assure you that he is working way more than any of his salaried work. So I look forward to the conversation.
All right, Mr. Collin.
I would submit that, one size does not fit all. And there's going to be a lot of situations where, like, for example, if somebody's working for streets and they have to clock out of streets, they have to clock into sewers or the sewer department, and they're going to clock back in and clock in, and they're in the middle of something hairy. Like on December 10th, they fixed 5 water breaks between 10 and noon. Cities don't have that kind of response time, but they do because they're flexible enough to do that. And like Davey down there, if he gets a phone call from somebody about water, he's got to clock in. Okay, I'm talking about water, and then he goes, okay, now I got to clock into the. It's just same with fire and police. There's just, I'm sure it's a great thing. My wife's used it. I've used it before. There's a lot of situations where it works, but I don't think you can have an overreach and all-encompassing. Everybody that works for the city of Findlay's got to use this thing. I just don't see it. I don't know that I'd vote for that. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Wagner.
Yeah, Mr. President, what was the motion?
We have a motion and a second that we have not voted on to refer this issue to the Finance Committee. And I gave the auditor and mayor a chance to kind of summarize their position.
I just found out about this Friday and read through it, spent a lot of time in it as well. If we take this to committee, do I have some kind of confidence that this can all be figured out in committee and everybody will be in that room, and the next time we have a council meeting, they're gonna come in here with a legitimate piece of legislation?
I think it'd be a resolution, not legislation, but
Okay.
Mr. Phillips.
I think Councilman Wagner and I are kind of on the same train of thought with this, which is I would encourage that department heads be made available to the meeting, right down to the guy with the shovel. Because the only way we're going to solve this problem is to figure out what the real challenges are. Locking up the same two opposing entities in the room telling the same stories isn't going to get us anywhere. We need to know exactly what the challenges are, what it costs in labor extra, and whether this can be made workable with execu time. We're 5 years out. It's time to go ask the guy with the shovel what really needs to go on here, I think.
Other comments? Okay, well, we are, I don't know that we're trying to establish every rule on how it all gets done, but we're looking for a resolution to divide the authority between the auditor and city management. We have a motion to put that to the Finance Committee. All those in favor of putting this to the Finance Committee, say aye. I don't think we need a real roll call for this. How many? Raise your hand or something so I can get a count.
Aye.
All right, it's 9. All those opposed?
9-1.
1 opposed. We're referring it to the Finance Committee. Mr. Preston, do you have an expectation of how quickly you might be able to get back to committee?
Tentatively, we're looking at a meeting on the morning of Tuesday, the 17th. I believe it is March 17th. We do not have a definitive time yet on that, but we should have that time tomorrow. But it sounds like at least that date is going to be pretty firm.
Okay, and then is there expectation that it's going to take several meetings or that you'd be getting back at the next council meeting with a...
I believe we have a few very firm possible resolutions that can be discussed, and as Mr. Phillips proposed, I think any department heads slash HR input slash anybody that may be able to provide something that needs to be considered on those options. I will be making an allotted amount of time for everyone to be able to be heard so that you can be considered so that we can come out of that meeting with a resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Preston. Any other discussion, Mayor Murin?
Just 2 things to consider. I think it may be helpful to actually get a demo of execu time. I know I would like to see that. And the second is if you have specific questions, please send them to us so that we can kind of get things organized so that we're prepared for that meeting.
For the benefit of the group, it'll be very important that Deputy Auditor Sampson is there. This is her project, her spearhead. She'll be there. I don't believe she will do a demo, and I don't believe that, out of respect to her, that that'll be necessary. However, she will demonstrate the functions and talk about the functions of the system and moving forward. And I'll probably also have my accounts payable clerk there because we're going to be getting into issues beyond what you expected because of some of the problems we've had with the reporting in the past. So it's going to necessitate sharing with you folks the things that have been done incorrectly and where we've had to work to make sure people were paid properly because of complaints filed to our office, and where people weren't paid because of complaints filed to our office and we had to resolve them. So this is going to be a pretty elaborate explanation since the administration has chosen to go down this path.
Right. Any further discussion? Ms. Coleman?
I would just like to state that I think that it would be difficult for us to be able to make an educated decision about a program if we aren't given an opportunity to see the program and how it works.
Okay.
I don't know how she can do it. It's not a software program. It's a system that's out there, and you keypad in. So I'll have to talk to her, and we'll figure out. Or she'll show you the functionality, but I don't think you can consider it a demo, is my point.
All right. Any other new business? Mayor, Ms. Kensinger?
Yeah, I want to schedule a meeting for the Strategic Planning Committee. It looks like we're looking at a date of Wednesday, the 18th at 5:45.
5:45.
We can do it up in the conference room if it's available.
Okay. Live, Mayor Murin?
Is there any way we could do that on Thursday? Okay,
Not with everyone's schedules.
okay. We will, what is the agenda?
Going through strategic planning's goals for the next coming year and its purpose.
Okay, I will have somebody else there.
Okay. All right. Any other new business? And we're on to public communications. None. Any, Mayor, do you have any last statements before we adjourn?
I don't recall specifically what it was, so it must not have been that important. Keep up the great work, thanks.
All right, entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Wagner, second, Mr. Needles. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting, say aye. Sorry, Mr. DeArmond, did you have a mayor?
My apologies. The city of Findlay did receive Top Micropolitan. We got the second place award, the community that beat us out with, I think, 5 additional projects, discovered oil in their city and having a big oil boom. So that's pretty difficult to compete with. But we continue to see investment. And I believe, again, this year it was all existing businesses that were reinvesting. So really proud of that and appreciate everything you guys do to support making sure that Findlay continues to be a great place to invest.
Mr. Cullen?
You can trust me. I won't go crazy. I would submit that that if that city that got number 1 needs any advice with how to handle an oil boom, we have a little historical knowledge about that. Maybe we could be ecumenical and get with them on that.
All right, we had a motion, a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Thank everyone for attending, and we are adjourned at